Little recap from yesterday of me pulling all the remnants of the quarter panel off. I was missing this piece on the other side. I think I found one, so I will be getting that to put on the other side. After further inspection of that inner wheel well, it was going to have probably 6-7 different little patches on it, and I'm not trying to do that. So instead of putting a bunch of little patches on it, I went ahead and ordered the inner wheel well for this side. So both sides now will have new wells, new quarter panels, new drop-offs, and all the other little garbage repaired. You guys remember the other side? This side wasn't so bad. It's actually got the tab still on it. It ain't rusted all the way up in here like the other side. This ain't completely rusted out like the other side. Just spot weld, so we're good there. That lip for the bottom, or the inner, should I say, inner wheel well isn't as bad either. I have this little section towards the front. It's pretty good shape all the way up through. Has a small hole there, and then we're good again through there, and then this back corner will need to be repaired. Like I said though, it ain't as bad as that other one. That other one was all the way up in here, and then from here all the way down. This one here on the back, not bad at all. Just have to clean it up. That Swiss cheese there will need to be replaced, so I'll be replacing that section. I think I told you guys before that I'll be remaking this just like the other side. That's where that was, in there, and you can see why, where they had spot welded it, it left a big empty area here for stuff to set in. That's why it's rusted out. I did get all the quarter remnants off of that piece, and it will need to be repaired here at the bottom, which, like I said, ain't half as bad as the other side. So this side should go pretty quick. This side over here is in good condition in that area where the other side was rotted out. This section isn't as bad as the other side, but I will be replacing a big chunk of that. Anyways, once I get all these areas repaired, I'll make another little video showing you all the repaired stuff and go from there. See you next go around. Night night. Working on the piece that goes right here. It's a trunk drop off end cap. So after hammering it flat, I draw the line or arrows on it showing which way the bends have to go. So that bend will go that way. That bend same way which is this whole section, and then that bend goes that way. So then you lay it out here on a piece of metal. I usually like to find the longest flat area. For one side. And then you can use some vice grips or something to clamp it down. Need one of those cameras I can put on my head. There's one. And I'll put one over here on the side too. Like so. And then make you a template. Use your metal as a template. Oh, that don't go there. That is going to come over here, like so. And that section will be cut out. And then there's a hole there from the factory. And then I think that's it. I'll go ahead and draw on here the arrows again of which way this is supposed to bend over. And then this one goes that way. That's wrong. This one goes this way, and this one over here goes the opposite way. And then once I get it on there, you pretty much see where the bends are going to be. You know it's going to be about there. You know it's going to be on the edge. And there we go. All drawn out. I gotta cut it out. after getting it all cut out. And put the lines on there where we're going to bend it off of the template. And I gotta put that, mark that hole where that hole is going to be in the center. We have to drill that out. And take it in here on the vise. This one's gotta go that way. Put it on the line. Grab my piece, just make sure that I got all these going in the right direction. I got one little bend left here, and it doesn't go very far. It just a little bit of a little bend in there. Full bend on that one. Just a little lip. straight. There we go. Almost. Not too far. There you go. Nice little short bend there. And I need to make my hole in here. I gotta drill my hole in here with my hoopty drill press. Not gonna complain because it was free, but the trigger is zip tied on. That's where she goes. Gotta be even here. Looks like I need to knock that down a little bit there. Drop it down where it leaves a gap in there for the quarter drop or trunk drop off to squeeze up in there. But anyways, put a clamp over there. Hold it in place for now. That's it. Pretty simple. They don't sell these. I looked on Auto Metal Direct's webpage, couldn't find them. I found some over on eBay, but then they ended up being for 73 to 74 Plymouth and not the Dodge, so we didn't think they would work. So here we are. So I just made a set. Already did the other side. It's super simple. Anybody can do it, even a dummy like me. But anyways, I need to repair that section. that it welds to. So I'll be cutting that out, making a template, and hammering it out and welding it on. Same thing for here. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Got like 5 panels to make. And then this side will be ready to go ahead and start test fitting the inner and outer wheel well. The inner will be here tomorrow from FedEx. And then we can put the trunk on, get it test fit, and once we get everything lined up, we can start tacking the back side of this car together. I still have to paint the inside of the other quarter panel and wire brush all this, clean it up, put the rust encapsulator on it, converter encapsulator, and then I can paint all this. Moving along. Still working around back here in the back. Got that panel done. Got that panel most of the way done. I need to drill the holes. Everything is gonna still need to be cleaned up. I have not done any grinding. I'm just doing all the patchwork, and then come back and grind when I'm done with the patchwork. But as you can see, there was this double layer here, and then when I pulled this back part off, because it was Swiss cheese, then I saw that and I was like, nah, well, let's go ahead and they didn't sandwich it together very good, so there was probably an 1/8 inch gap all the way down on this 2 pieces of sheet metal that was put together here. Had a little rust hole here and another little rust hole here, and I shot a screw here, here, and pulled everything tighter together, and then spot welded it all the way down. Same thing over here. Wasn't sandwiched against her very well. When I clean it up and put it all back together, I'll make sure I seam seal that really well, where no water is going to get in between it anymore. It ain't going to be like a Dodge assembly line seam seal. I'll take my time and make sure it's sealed. But then there was other little places. Yeah, this is kind of part of that. So, sorry for that. This is kind of part of it. So, sandwiched together like that, up in there. Cutting it all out, making it right. Then we had, let's see, what was it? This one. There you go. This one. And then we had this one. So that's what I've been doing. Patch, patch, patch. Here a patch, there a patch, everywhere a freaking patch, patch. Oh. Yeah. Let's see, so I think this was like that. I don't know where the other piece went. Maybe this is it. Either way. I did do that piece. That piece. This piece. This. And like I said, that. So this corner was actually I want to say I don't know, probably a little worse than that other side. And I thought it was better, but then when you start digging into it, so this triangle piece here was actually good on that side. It just had a dent in it that had to be knocked out, but that had to be replaced. This ear, where on the other side it was just a small little square, this piece had to be replaced. Same on the other side. This piece did not have to be replaced on the other side, but this piece did. So add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces on this side, where the other side had 2 larger patches. It had a patch that went all the way across here and down across here, but getting there. Put all these little patch panels on, shoot some not rust proof, but weld through primer back behind here, and probably mimic that tack weld and that tack weld. Put that back together and mimic a couple tack welds across that. And then I will be done back here, and then I can move on from that up to this piece. Ew, that's ugly. But anyway. One thing about this one is the bottom is crusty, but I'm going to try to clean it up as much as possible all across there. And then I will put the encapsulator inside of this on the back side of it there. No holes in the back side here, except for the ones I drilled, of course. So that won't be too bad. Clean it up, patch it up, and I should be ready to do the grinding and get ready to start putting some pieces on over here for mock-up. Alright, that's where we're at for now. So I went on a patch palooza, a patch welding marathon today, and told my wife, I said, went in and ate dinner. And I said, yeah, I'm going back out. Because I am not coming back in until I have all these patches done on this side. Because the inner wheel well should be here tomorrow. And I can go ahead and start test fitting stuff then. So patch, I have not grinded any of the welds. But 1, 2, 3, made this piece. 4, plug some rust holes here, there, here, and all that was because they didn't. That piece there is all welded in. When they put this together, they didn't put it together. I mean, it had a 1/8 inch gap all the way down through here, but I flattened it out and got rid of the gap. And then that piece, then this is all done besides the grinding, all tacked in. Here's where the old quarter attached. When I took it off, it left a bunch of holes, and so I went ahead and patched that up. This was a big rust hole, and it was rusty all across here, and a big chunk of this was rusted out. But the end is open. A lot of the galvanized on the steel was still there on the inside of this. Only place that the galvanized wasn't was where it was rusted. So I will take the encapsulator, put the hose in there, and just squirt it and pull out. That way it coats the inside of that. I still got to sand the white paint off of that, and I'm sure there's some red under there too, because this is part of that quarter panel that was on the driver's side. I've just been using it for patches. The areas that were undercoated were still like brand new. The places that were not undercoated had like surface rust on them. So I'm using the areas that were undercoated and just scraping the undercoating off and cleaning it up before I put it on. Anyways, so I'm ready to go ahead and start test fitting and grinding all my welds from all my patches. So anyways, I accomplished what I wanted today. Alrighty then. Night. Oh, I still have to drill a hole there and a hole there for the quarter panel extension to be able to be bolted back on. Okay, now I can say it. Night night.